Hello everyone. Today we'll start the topic preparation of ketones. In the previous lecture we studied about the preparation of aldehydes. Now we will study the preparation of ketones specifically. So let us start our topic today. So we will study three methods to prepare the ketones. So the first method is from acyl chlorides. So from acyl chloride, how can you make ketones? So first we will take the Grignard reagent, that is RMgX, where R is alkyl group, Mg is magnesium, and X is halide, which can be taken as chlorine or bromine. Then we will add cadmium chloride, that is CdCl2, to it. Then you will get what? You will get dialkyl cadmium, that is R2CD, and MgXCl. So this is the side product. We only need dialkyl cadmium. So this dialkyl cadmium, when it is treated with acyl chloride or acid chloride, so what you will get? You will get the corresponding ketone, okay, and the cadmium chloride as your side product. So this is how we can make ketone from acyl chloride. So you can see that this is R dash, this is different alkyl group, and this alkyl group is different. So this alkyl group has been attached to the carbonyl carbon, and this chlorine has left with the cadmium, and it makes CdCl2, while this ketone is formed, R dash C double bond O R. So next, the second method is from nitriles. So let us see that. So next method is to prepare the ketone from nitriles. So what are nitriles? The hydrocarbons containing the CN group, C triple bond N. So when it is treated with Grignard reagent, here also Grignard reagent is used. So we have used this phenyl magnesium bromide, and in the presence of ether, then what happens that this intermediate is formed, in which the magnesium bromide is attached to the nitrogen atom. See here, this magnesium bromide is attached to nitrogen atom, and the phenyl group C6H5 is attached to the carbon atom. So therefore the alkyl or aryl group of the Grignard reagent is attached to the carbon, and the magnesium bromide or MgX is attached to the nitrogen, like this, and you will get this type of product. Here there is double bond. Then when you hydrolyze it, what you will get, instead of this NMGBr, you will get oxygen atom there. So it will become the ketone molecule or ketone compound. So this compound, what is its IUPAC name? It will be 1-phenyl propanone, because it contains 3 carbon atom, C2H5, C double bond O, C6H5. So this C6H5 is what? This is the substituent, and this is the main chain. So it is propanone, and at first position there is phenyl group. So 1-phenyl propanone. So this is the second way to prepare the ketone. The next way is to prepare ketone from benzene or substituted benzene. So let us see how. So the last method, the third method, is to prepare the ketone from benzene or substituted benzene. So in this method, we will take the benzene or substituted benzene and acid chloride. Here in the acid chloride, we can use the aryl group or the alkyl group. Then we will add anhydrous aluminium chloride, and we will get the corresponding ketone. So this RCO group is attached, or ARCO group is attached to it, and this chlorine chlorine leaves with the hydrogen atom. So this is the last method. Now this method is also a name reaction, which is Friedel-Crafts acylation reaction. So these were the methods. Now we'll see some questions so that you can understand how to answer the questions related to the preparation of aldehydes or ketones. So the first question is from this only, that what will be the product if you are treating benzene with C2H5COCl? What will be the product? So it is clear that you will get this as the product. So C2H5CO group is attached to the benzene ring. So this ketone you will get as the product if you add anhydrous aluminium chloride and acid chloride to the benzene. So let me ask the second question. So these are the three reactions and you have to find the product. So based on the knowledge you have gained so far. So the first reaction in which we have used dialkyl cadmium. So this we have studied today itself, that if we add dialkyl cadmium to acid chloride, acyl chloride, then what happens? Then ketone is formed. So what ketone will be formed? This CH3CO will get attached to the alkyl group. So you will get CH3CO, and this alkyl group is what? CH2C6H5. So this ketone you will get from this first reaction, and on balancing you will get twice of this ketone. So first reaction is solved. Now the second reaction is you are adding H2SO4 in the presence of Hg2 plus to the alkyne, and this is propyne. So what will you get? So this we have already studied, that when you add acid to the alkyne, that is you are doing hydration. So what you will get? You will get ketone. But if you are using the ethyne alkyne, then you will get aldehyde. What aldehyde? Ethanol. But here, because it is the other than ethyne, it is propyne, so you will get ketone. So all other alkynes except for ethyne, you will get ketone. So here you will get ketone. So simply you will get CH3CO CH3, because it has 3 carbons, so you will get this as the product. So next reaction is you are adding chromyl chloride to the toluene, the substituted toluene. So here you have nitrogen dioxide group as the substituent on toluene. So what you will get, second step is hydrolysis. So in this you have already studied that chromyl chloride is an oxidizing agent, and it oxidizes the alkyl group to the aldehyde group. So it stops the oxidation there. It doesn't further oxidizes it to carboxylic acid. So it is responsible for making aldehydes. So what you will get? You will get, instead of methyl group, you will get here CHO aldehyde, and rest will be same. So this product you will get on adding chromyl chloride to the toluene, substituted toluene. So these were the solutions to these reactions. So I hope you got this topic, you have understood it very well, and we'll meet in next lecture. Thank you.